Hey, hey guys, it's me, Abby, none other. This stream ain't gonna be a very happy one. You know, this is something I've went through for a long time now, and I've dealt with it for a couple years. It's gotten progressively worse. And at this point, I'm just about to pack everything I own and leave. And live in my car or something. That's how bad I'm being abused, and I'm sick of it. Hey Carlos, hey Daddy Carlos, how are you, baby? Yeah, I never thought that I'd be telling you guys about this, because I try to make my home life seem happy. But guys, it's not happy, and I'm so sick of being abused. I mean, I am gaslighted, I am put down, I am hit, I'm smacked by the only person that I have up here that I truly love and care about. My best friend does this to me. I'm not doing good. No, I'm not. I gotta figure out I'm gonna have to live in my car. I can't stay here anymore, even though this is my apartment. I don't want to be here anymore. I'm gonna talk to my landlord and beg her to let Marcus stay here, because I'm not in a lease. And I just need to tell her that I'm just gonna move out in a few months, and that's it. My ex-boyfriend, Marcus Heidenreich, is abusing me. Okay? I love the man. He broke up with me, when my kidneys first failed, guys, I was addicted to painkillers, because I was in so much pain, and I didn't know that the reason I was in pain and having all these horrible headaches and stuff was because my kidneys were failing. So, gradually, I stopped being able to clean as well. I stopped being able to work. I stopped being able to exercise in the same way I could before. And I became depressed, because all I could do, I loved working, because it got my mind off the pain. In the call centers, the 3 years or so that they estimated my kidneys were failing, as I was getting worse and worse and worse. And I've always been the type of person to just divulge myself into work and try to perform well. I've never been the type of person like Anderson Henderson said he was, to where he'd just go there and work for a week or a day or whatever just to get a paycheck and leave. And he's like my big brother, and he told me, Abby, I commend you, because you've always worked to try to do well in your jobs, and that's true. I always have tried to do really well and succeed at whatever it is I've ever done. I put effort into it. So when my kidneys failed, and Marcus and I were still dating, and we lost a baby, I didn't know my kidneys were failing, and I was still really, really beautiful, and I could go hiking with him. We could go out on the town and drink normal and just be normal, I was making money. He was making money. The house was a lot cleaner. But he has no sympathy at all for my predicament. He doesn't care. He won't give me a kidney. Not that I'd ever take one from him anyway, because I love him enough to not want to, interfere with his life, Plus, he doesn't know anything about it. And, he might need that later on. The one thing that I'm missing, guys, the one thing that's keeping me from being able to get on a goddamn transplant list, is that I don't have a support person. AKA somebody that will come with me to every single appointment I have at the transplant facility only. Can you believe that? So that should tell you right there. The only person up here, I'm an introvert, that I really love and care about as my best friend is Marcus. He's the only person I have. He's stuck by me through so much. He's paying for a lot right now due to the fact that I have my own bills. I can't afford to go half and half on everything right now. And I told him that before I got the car. Okay, and he agreed and said that was fine. And then I had a couple other really expensive stuff come up, like my mom. So I had to make a lot of money to get her into that rehab and pay for that. Or a big chunk of it. And I haven't, I got a little bit behind on my car payment. He's under the impression, he doesn't believe that I've, done anything with my money except blow it on crap. When I don't have anything to show for it. I don't have any new clothes. My hair ain't done. My toes ain't done. So, this guy, here's how I woke up this morning, guys. Here's an example of my abuse, okay? I don't want to be down south. I don't want to live down south. I don't have anywhere to go. I have my father, I do, but I don't want to live out there. My life is up here, and unless I could live with somebody else, I gotta get out of this place. I don't want to live with my father and mother, and my mother's in that rehabilitation, but I don't want to live with my father. He smokes like a freight train. Their house is in the middle. They don't even have a fucking car. They live on a dirt road. I don't want to live out there in that heat, the way that blooms me up with kidney failure. Hell, I don't have the money to even live it, because I need to get to dialysis, and they don't even have a reliable transportation to get me to and from dialysis. Like, that's how backwoods it is up there. They don't even have a car. And nothing's close, nothing's in walking distance, and even if it was, it's dangerous out there where they live. It's dangerous to walk in North Carolina on those type of roads. And people don't drive good on them curvy, windy, mountainous roads. Here's how I woke up today, guys. Marcus was laying beside me, and he screamed at me, "Stop touching me!" And it jarred me out of my sleep, because my little hand was just resting across, like he had this cover on him, right? And it's a thick cover, man. And my little arm was resting against his ass, and I didn't even know it because I was asleep. And he screamed at me to stop touching his ass. I swear he's been abused. And he's had sex with men, so he has been abused. But still, you fucked me a million times. For him to scream at me like that when I'm asleep and don't know. And then it made me, I said, "Marcus, can I have the money you said you would loan me? Because I'm broke now. I'm not getting paid for another week or two with this job I'm doing." And I said, my doctor, guys, my doctor doesn't accept any insurance. You pay $150 a month. I just gave him $450 because I was a little bit behind. And I needed to pay for my own drug tests, which means I need to pay for the cup, pay for the little lab test baggie, because I don't piss. So I'd have to bring it home, pee in it, put this special solution in it, then freeze it so that it can accurately, and bring it to him the next day. And that costs $60. And that comes out of my pocket. So I didn't have that. I didn't know that. But that's something that my doctor's supposed to be doing, and he hasn't done it yet. I've been seeing him for like 2 years, and, so I reminded him of it, or he reminded me of it, actually, or maybe I reminded him. I don't remember. But I said, you said last night I could have you would loan me $60 for that, $20 for food, since I can't find my card now. It's gone. My food card. And I mean, and he got so mad over this because, guys, I'm just going to be honest with you. He's been paying the rent, he's been paying the utilities, and he's been paying the internet. But he fucking lives here too. Technically, he really doesn't. You know why? Because he comes home 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, sleeps, plays his video game, doesn't talk to me, fucking, if I try to have a conversation with him half the time, he just puts his goddamn headphones in. He usually comes home, who knows what that faggot is out doing. And yes, I'm calling him a faggot because I'm pissed off, but I don't really mean it. And he'll come home drunk and high. That's all he wants to do is fucking get stoned off these stupid pins. And then he fucking sits there out of his, with that dopey ass fucking disgusting look on his face, almost as bad as Anderson has. You know, when they're all drugged up and they look like retarded alcoholic tards. You know, Anderson has that look now since he started drinking. When he was drinking, he'd have the same look. That disgusts me. I hate alcoholism. So, but Marcus is not an alcoholic, and I don't think Anderson is either, and I hope he never becomes one. But I'm starting to wonder if Marcus is becoming an alcoholic, because that dude, I mean, fuck. He doesn't go to the bars a lot, but he's going more frequently, I guess, when his friends invite him. I don't know. He came home plastered the other night. But last night, you know, I mean, he comes in high, very high on marijuana. And he starts drinking. He's been drinking these disgusting Mike's Hard Lemonades whenever he used to drink good beer, Fat Tire. And it's, yeah, he's bi. This guy's fucked with dudes, but I didn't find out until well into after our breakup. But I love him. I don't want to judge him on that, guys. And, I don't know where he's going at night, if he's going to one of his friends, or if he's fucking some girl or guy, and I just aired this shit out on Facebook, because after a year or two of enduring this, I can't endure this no more. He hit me so hard. He didn't hit me, but he smacks me. Imagine having, he's my best friend. He's my rock. He's the only person I have up here. The rest of my family, who I do talk to on a regular basis, they're in North Carolina. You know, I don't have any other. I have dialysis friends, but I don't want to ever go out. I'm a recluse. And, for instance, so that's how I woke up this morning. And then when I told him, Marcus, please stop treating me like this. You treat me like shit. He said, yeah, I pay for everything, but I treat you like shit. And I said, no. And I thank you so much for helping me, Marcus. It means the world to me whenever you stick by me, and you know that as soon as I can't afford it again, of course I'll be paying half of everything like I was, of course. And he still continues to raise his voice and stuff. I said, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the way you never build me up. You always put me down. That's why maybe if you treated me as good as I treat you, and he laughed and sneered and said, you don't treat me good. I said, dude, I hit you up every single day, multiple times a day, asking you if you're all right, if you need anything, telling you how special you are, how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, accepting you for who you really are. Whenever my mom's calling, but I'm not answering. She'll probably call back. She don't get the fucking hint, and I'll have to hang up and call her back in a little bit. But he fucking, where was I? But he fucking, I said, you treat me like shit. He says, like, how? And I'm like, well, you come home extremely late at night. The only thing I ask you to do is give me maybe 15, 30 minutes of your time so that I could tell you about my day. Because I'm sitting here alone all day. And this motherfucker comes in, puts headphones in so that he doesn't have to hear me talk. Sometimes I'm annoying and playful. And I'm like, oh, hey, Daddy, let's play. And I'm real childlike. And, he's just such a goddamn asshole. So he doesn't have to hear me. And then when I actually want him to ask him something legit, like, did you lock the door? I have to scream at him, and he goes, "What?" You know? You don't have to scream at me. I'm trying to get your attention. I'm in the middle of a game. I'm so sick of being abused by these goddamn men. The only man that I've ever loved that didn't abuse me was Paul Sylvain. Anderson Henderson's abused me all my life. And now I'm being abused by this goddamn Marcus Heidenreich. And I'm sick of it. I build this man up every day of his life because he has no self-esteem. I tell him I love him. I tell him I know you don't love me, but you're my best friend. And I accept that. And I accept the faggot that you are. I don't call him a faggot, but I accept the queer that you are, the bisexual queer. I accept the fact that you want to be a goddamn woman. I accept all that shit. Okay, and then I ask him, he's so fucking confused. I asked him today, I'm like, do you still truly want to be a woman? If so, I still support you. He said, no, I don't want to be a woman, I'm a man. And he sounded like he meant it, and he acts like a dude. He doesn't act gay, you know. But we had a baby almost. I'm so glad that fucking baby died. I don't want no child with him. I don't know what I'm thinking offering to open my beautiful porcelain white, silky, smooth, soft legs to that son of a bitch and produce a fucking kid that's half Mexican when I'm a beautiful white woman. Are you kidding me? Yeah, he's beautiful, and yeah, I love him. And yeah, I would have even went against my own wishes and had a fucking baby with him. But you know what? Just like whenever I felt like God was leading me to Anderson, I thank God that I dodged that bullet. I thank God that I didn't end up going to Anderson whenever he begged me to, not even a year and a half ago. Or maybe 2 years at this point. He begged me to come out there and live and date him. I got proof, so don't try to deny it. And then, I'm so glad I didn't do that. That's a big bullet I dodged. And fucking Marcus is just one that I love, so I can't get rid of him, and I can't survive without him. He constantly is like threatening to like leave me, which is another form of abuse, because he knows I'd be on the street at this point if he did that. He doesn't give a fuck or ever think about the fact of how I pulled him out of a roach motel when he was doing nothing but working and going across the streets in a nasty, disgusting hotel room with 5 other people living in it that didn't even have one, that it wasn't even a bedroom, it had one bed. I saved him from that. I never kicked his fucking ass out. I never threatened to leave him if the tables were turned and that son of a bitch had kidney failure. And I damn sure would offer him a kidney. You think he'd offer me a kidney? Hell no. He's already said it. I think that motherfucker, he makes me feel like such a burden. Like I'm a fucking scum of the earth, bottom of the boot. And I treat that son of a bitch like a king. No, I don't clean and cook. Because I'm too goddamn sick half the time. I'm too sick. I try my best, but I'm too sick. I can't perform on the level I did when I was 21. And he expects me to be that same person, and I can't. His fat fucking ass ain't that same person. And I still look at him with loving eyes. I'd give the shirt off my back for him. I'd fucking die for that dude. You think he'd fucking piss on me if I was on fire? No. Thinks I'm a gold digger. I'm a gold digger, guys, when I asked out a broke-ass motherfucking cashier when I had $130 in the bank. Are you kidding me right now? Everything in this apartment's mine. Every TV, everything's real nice. None of this came with him. He has nothing. And without me, he would have been homeless a few times. Without me, he would have went to jail too for a long time. Stupid thing. Woke me up thinking like that. I mean, imagine wanting to see this motherfucker comes home 3, 4 in the morning, usually drunk or high, and when he's not, he plays his games, whatever, because I'm usually on my phone doing my thing. But all I want to do is all I ask of him is 15 to 30 minutes of his time for Does that motherfucker ever ask me about my goddamn day? No. That's abuse. I ask him about his day every day. All he cares about is his money. I feel like telling him I texted him, I aired some shit on Facebook, not real personal stuff, but I tagged him so his friends could see it, because, guys, I'm going to have to get out of here. I don't want to live here no more. I'm going to go live in my car if one of my friends don't offer me a couch. Because I don't want to be in this apartment, because it reminds me of Marcus, and I miss him when I'm here. So, he needs to have this place to himself. I'll give it to him as because he'll never be able to get a place in the state of Idaho, being a goddamn drug felon with no renter's history. Okay? He'll never be able to get a place of his own. So my gift to him will be this apartment. And it's in the smack dab middle of Coeur d'Alene, and he can do whatever, and he can consider that my repayment for anything he's ever helped me pay for. Anything. Because without me, he'd be fucking homeless or living with some crazy guy or girl that he knows that either he wants to fuck, or all they're gonna do is drink and smoke pot, and that shit's illegal up here. And he'll become an alcoholic, and he'll become lonely and depressed because he's just so goddamn weird. And that guy is just so goddamn weird and difficult to understand. I tried to have a simple conversation as I was bawling my eyes out to him this morning, saying, that really hurt my feelings when you fucking screamed at me whenever I was asleep, thinking I'm trying to touch your fucking ass. I'm not trying to touch you in that way, you crazy ass son of a bitch. I didn't say that part, though. And I was crying, and I said, how could you do this to me, Marcus? Why? Please start treating me a little better, please. All I ask is maybe, if you brought me up a little more and told me I was good looking, and instead of saying, oh, this house is trashed, you're good for nothing, you do nothing. Maybe if you said, Abby, will you mind cleaning this while I'm gone, or doing this, or, which he has done, and sometimes I've been too sick to do it, other times I've forgotten, other times I've ignored it. But if you could just, Marcus, maybe ask me how my day's going, maybe after you play your video games and have you a few beers, maybe put away 15 minutes over here with me before you go to sleep and ask me how my day is, or when I try to hug you, when I say hit me, just smacked. He's getting to where he'll just smack my little arm right there and my hands, and it hurts. He hit my fucking fistula so hard, I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital the other day. I don't deserve that, man. I don't deserve that at all. I've hit him one time in our relationship. One time. And I still regret it to this day. All that son of a bitch is a grown-ass fucking man, but he's really not. He's a big fucking gay kid. And he fucking, he'll never find a woman that'll love him the way I do. And definitely no faggot-ass man ain't gonna love his sorry dumb ass. Because gay marriage isn't right. That's not what God intended. And no man is going to be able to fuck and sleep and have a normal relationship with other men. Ask any queer you know. They've had a million goddamn relationships because they're living in sin, and it never works out when you live in sin. That's just the God's honest truth, you fucking idiots. But Satan is the king of this world, and everybody's so stupid. They don't have the gift that I have, which is able to distinguish and discern the evilness that other people find normal. Plus, just take a look at Liz. This is our generation, this future of people out here fucking truck drivers and cheating and shit, and doing drugs and fucking not even believing in Christ. This is why our country is heading the way it is. Won't even go to school. This is our kids of the future. Jesus Christ. I was never like that at that age. And I'm so glad. I just got to get away from the abuse. Along with Anderson Henderson, before that idiot was medicated and looking like a zombie half the time, All he did was fucking abuse me for 10 years, and I put up with that shit. And I'm sick of putting up with it from fucking Marcus Heidenreich. I'm about to get me I'm about to go to like one of these safe houses or to the hospital and say, look, I feel safe at home, but I'm being abused. I'm being gaslighted. I'm being hit or smacked pretty hard now on a regular basis. Because it's out of habit still that I turn over and try to hug him and tell him goodnight. And he'll go, get off of me, like that. And I'm just like, really? Really? What did I do to deserve that just now? And I was just trying to hug you and tell you goodnight because I missed you. Because I hadn't seen you all day. I don't want him. If he comes through my goddamn and he's fucking drunk or high, I'm going to tell him to get the fuck out of my goddamn house until he's sober. You go spend the night with whatever whore or friend or faggot fuck buddy you were with. You fucking idiot. Even though I know he's not fucking nobody. Nobody would have him, one. He doesn't shower enough for anybody to fuck him. And, I mean, he's real clean, but I mean, you know what I mean? Like, Marcus is such a neat freak to where he wouldn't let nobody fuck him after a long day of work. And he doesn't come home freshly showered or anything. I know he's not fucking nobody. I trust him. And then again, I don't know at this point. I don't know. It ain't none of my concern. I shouldn't care. But he shouldn't care either, you know? Who I want to fuck, if I want to fuck. I'm tired of being fucking loyal to cocksuckers like Anderson and fucking people like Marcus. I'm tired of being loyal to these fucks when they treat me like garbage sometimes. Especially fucking in Marcus right now. Now I'm about ready to... If he smacks my fistula again, I'm going to call the police. And I made that very clear. I don't call cops, but if a man is going to, whenever a woman tries to hug him and tell him goodnight, and goes, bam, bam, like, get off me, like that, and does that shit to me, and hits this fucking precious fucking lifeline, I'm going to get him locked up. Because that ain't right, and that hurts me emotionally, and that's draining me mentally, and that's the reason I've sat here for the past couple years and I've rotted. And do you hear me, Anderson Henderson, you son of a bitch? I have rotted in depression while your sorry fucking asses went out and found another girl to groom the way you did me. And as soon as she grows up and starts to learn how you really are and gets a little bit of sense about her, if you tame her. But as she grows up, she's going to, grow up and get older. If anything happens to her, guess what? Guess what, Liz? Your boy Anderson will throw you away and find another girl, just like he did to Nat, just like he did to me. Actually, Natalie didn't want his sorry fucking ass. That's funny because, and me and her were talking, we were laughing not a long time ago because he fucking... we both were laughing because I said, Nat, he wants me to be with him now and he's fucking serious. I don't want to talk to you privately, Hannah. I don't talk to anybody privately, baby. I don't like Messenger. I only message a few people, and I got to get to know you better here before I talk to you there, sweetheart. But I thank you for your concern. And please don't take that the wrong way. It's just, I told you, I'm a recluse, honey. But I'll read the comments in a minute, so try not to bombard me. Don't come in here and have your own little conversations, okay? Make these comments, if they're not to me, then, don't even mention them, okay? This ain't no countryside chat. This is about me right now. If you give a fuck about me, you should be leaving comments to me in this situation. Alright? Because the last thing I want is to sit here and be abused by my friends on YouTube because they're not having enough respect for me since I'm behind in the chat because I'm trying to get my thoughts out and pour my heart out to my friends on YouTube. And, you know, I look down and see, oh, how are you, so-and-so? What about this? Happened? No, don't do that to me. Come in here to be with me and support me or leave. No countryside chat today. Anyway, I don't deserve it anymore. It's been going on a long time. I've had to depend on him. This is like the second or third time I've had to really depend on him since I got this car until I pay this off. And you know, he acts like he don't fucking live here. He acts like I can still fucking get around and I can get around good, but he acts like I have the stamina to stay up and clean the way I used to do all the time. And keep my body immaculate. Do you know how hard it is to keep my fucking body immaculate the way I do? That is a full-time job. So, I mean, if you look at my nice little slit, it's clean, it's perfect, it's shaved, it's always everything. That's hard to do, especially when you're, you know, I'm not the skinniest thing in the world, but I am real little. Like, I'm small, you know. I'm only 5'3", hell, I bruise these smacked at it all. I shouldn't be getting, you know, you shouldn't pretend like you're going to hit me ever either. That's fucked up. And I swear to God, if that son of a bitch comes back into our home today, and he's fucking high, or stoned, you get the fuck up out of here. And I'm going to leave that note on the door, too. Because I was crying as I was chasing him down the road, begging him to come back. Telling him, I'm sorry, I won't talk about it. I'm sorry I said you treat me bad. I'm sorry, please. If you had just let me finish what I was saying, 5 minutes ago, we could have been back in the bed. I said, please don't leave. This is the one day I get to spend time with you. And I'd like us to go do our laundry together. And I said, it's son of a bitch. Just took off down the road. And, you know, in fact, I don't want him here tonight. No, fuck him. If he wants to leave so much, I mean, I'll tell him, you know what, bud, I'm in the process if you're willing to stick around. Now, I can't. I gotta fucking go. I don't want to be next to him anymore. I don't want to love him anymore. I gotta get over that son of a bitch. I don't love him in that way, in a sexual, romantic way. I have that bonding agent to him, you know, that oxytocin shit, and he has it to me. That's why he keeps coming back here. Yeah, fuck Anderson right now. He don't care if I live or die, dude. That son of a bitch. Oh, I'll give you a kidney. Dude. Yet you won't fly up here to maybe get tested? You're such a piece of shit. After all the fucking abuse, the monster you made me, you said on your live stream the other day. First of all, Anderson, can you stop talking about, oh, you know, Liz, this could have been Abby. What if Abby would have been, if I would have ended up with Abby? She is so vengeful and so blah, blah. Well, dude, you don't have much of a recollection because you were unmedicated severe bipolar, and all you do is smoke pot. That's all you'd fucking do all day long ever since I've known him. And marijuana makes him so mean, and he used to smoke so much of it, that son of a bitch wouldn't remember what he did the next day. And that was a lot of the time until he built up a real strong tolerance. He was so goddamn mean one minute, nice the next. I mean, he's lucky that he has a friend like me that gave a shit about him, because no other woman on this earth. I'm telling you, Liz, man, if she would have known you the way me and Nat do, she would have fucking ran for the hills, dude. First of all, they would have never even connected. But, I hope him and Liz have a good life. I don't have nothing against that poor child, Liz. I adore her at this point. She's pitiful, and she's a whore, and she's disgusting, and I don't agree with the way she acts, because she's an unruly cunt, but that's this generation these days when parents don't raise them. That kid needs to be in fucking foster care. Too bad I wonder if she does good in school. No, she ain't even got a GED, never mind. See, that youngin' don't give a goddamn about it. It's fucked up its whole future. Really, she ain't gonna be good for nothing other than spitting out a baby. So it might as well be with Anderson, because that old girl ain't ever gonna want to go to school and make something of herself. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That little old bitch don't want to do nothing. She's lazy as fuck, from what Anderson's told us. And she ain't even got a damn high school diploma, so she ain't even going to be able to flip burgers at McDonald's without that. and or she ain't got a GED either, and so that tells me she's stupid. Books ain't got no book smarts. See, I'm real book smart, but she seemed to have some street smarts, so that's good. And he was like bragging, saying that she's smart because she lured some truck driver to come and pick her up and take her to some hotel and buy it for her, and drive like 3 or 4 hours just to get to her when she wanted to run away. Like, that's smart? No, that's sickening. That's manipulation. That's not a good thing to have, and that's not intelligence. Going to school and getting your fucking GED and making something of yourself. Now that poor old girl is going to be good for nothing other than fucking... And she don't lose weight. When she hits my age, she's going to look 100 times worse. Oh, she's going to be hideous. Her face will start sagging for one, because she's got them kind of cheeks. But right now she's got a beautiful face, and I hope she does pop out a baby for Anderson, but after they live together a year and stuff. But yeah, after all the shits Anderson has said about, my dead husband in the past and stuff, and man, fuck him. He's a good friend, and I love him, but right now, right now I'm thinking about exposing another one of his dick videos, if he dare fucks with me. I really will dox you. Liz didn't dox you, and I haven't doxed you on here, but don't fuck with me, dude. And I won't just dox you, man. You already talked to your boy Melton about what I can do. You won't even want to. You'll be just like him, running away, closing accounts by the time I get done with you. Don't fuck with me, dude. Anderson knows this. He knows I'm intelligent. He knows not to fuck with me. But I'm not trying to make this about him. It's just Marcus's abuse is putting me in the mind of all the abuse I endured with Anderson Henderson. I'm sick of being abused by these son of a bitches. Now, this is what's made me into this monster. I'm not a monster. I'm a dominant person. Okay? This is what's made me into this dominant person. This is why when I heard Anderson say shit like, imagine coming home to somebody vengeful and stuff. Motherfucker, don't... do you think if you abused Liz all them years the way that you've abused me, that she'd sound all sweet and bubbly and carefree? No. And I am the sweetest, bubbliest, carefreest little thing that you could ever fucking imagine most of the time. There's only so much a 28-year-old end-stage kidney failure, watched her husband die before her eyes, watched her baby fall out of her in a toilet, fucking lost people that I love in my family, fucking lost my best friends to fucking prisons, fucking seen people die of what I got right in front of me, fucking moving across country, leaving everything behind when I had a full scholarship to any nice state college I wanted. But that was a godsend, because I would have had kidney failure, not been able to work anyway. We talked about this yesterday. But I can't stand the abuse. I want to leave today. I hope to God one of my friends will, if nothing else, let me spend the night with them. I just need to get in a shower or a bath. I'd like a warm bath. I just want to get away from Marcus. We are not compatible at all anymore. He's too much of a goddamn asshole. And then he acts like, when I tell him, please treat me better, he said, yeah, because I'm such an asshole and you do no wrong. I said, I didn't say that, Marcus. But see, this is a good example. I'm just trying to communicate with you, and you just said, I didn't say you were an asshole. You put words in my mouth. I said it just like that. Just so nice and sweet. And then he just takes off. So, I'm getting to the point where he don't fucking live here. See what I mean? You could say he does, but he don't. He works 12 hours a day, and then he comes home, not even, and has maybe, 5-6 hours before he has to get back up, and then here's his only day off, and is he here? No. Sorry-ass, punk-ass son bitch couldn't even have a conversation without turning into doing what little kids do. And that goes for that same old Jonathan Jan Grandy, that son of a bitch. It's just like just like Marcus, in the sense that they both run away like cowards. They can't communicate. Now, I'm beginning to wonder if Marcus is an autistic retard, like on the level that Melton is. He's not autistic on the level that Melton is. Melton is autistic and schizophrenic. But Melton needs to understand that I'm sorry enough, and I'm tired of being, ignored, and I'm totally done with that guy. So, like I was saying the other night, let's not talk about him. Don't watch him. Don't sub him. Fucking block his Smoking Giovanni account. Block his Melton John account so that you never ever have to see that ugly son of a bitch's face. And don't support him. Don't, if you have to go over there, fucking give him a thumbs down. And just for me, guys, if you support me, don't support him. If you do, I mean, I still love you. But just, people like Melton, people like Marcus, people like Anderson, they would have been better off never born. They're so goddamn miserable, and they're such pieces of shit. Anderson, the least amount. He's the least amount of a piece of shit. But he can't keep saying, he needs to watch what he says on these streams before I light his fucking ass up. Because, he's showing himself to be a goddamn piece of shit, too. That piece of shit won't even call me whenever I asked him to. I never talk to him. When I say, oh, big brother, you say you care about me, and here I am being abused. Is he anywhere to be found right now? No. All he gives a fuck about is his goddamn self. And that's all he's ever gave a fuck about. That's why he wouldn't be a good husband at all. I don't know if he'd be a good dad either. Jesus, as awful as he is. I'm just so fucking sick. That's Quinny. Thanks. Odorous excrement. Liz is, she's real stupid. She acts way younger than 10. I don't want to talk about that bitch no more. Yeah, Quinny, you're right. Quinny says you may be Abby, but Liz is Abby. Let me go back up and read all this. Stop typing for a minute. He's hitting you. Oh shit, did you get into it with your roommate? He ain't my well, I guess he's my roommate. He's my ex. No, we don't fuck either. I love you, baby girl. Thank you, bottom of YouTube. Who is that? What a punk. Stay strong, Abby. I love you. I love you too, Daddy Carlos. He's fucking hitting you. Where are your parents? How can I help? You messaged me on Facebook. I don't know if Hannah's still here, but my parents are both in North Carolina, and no, I don't want to go live with my father while my mother's in a rehabilitation center. I don't want to be down south unless it's somebody that has a room and will fucking fly me there and let me stay for a little while, because I need to get out of here today. Otherwise, I'm going to be out here in 98-degree weather living in my car with no plates because I can't afford to get them. He's abusing a disabled person. He's smacking me he's smacking me away, guys, whenever I try to do something as simple as hold him or hug him. Or even if I just wrap my arm around him for a minute to tell him goodnight. He'll smack me away. Not always, but most of the time. And it's very rude and annoying. I mean, for me to get woken up today and screamed at because my poor little arm is resting against his ass through a fucking cover and I'm asleep, don't know what the hell's going on, I don't deserve to be woken up that way. And yeah, he keeps smacking me a little too hard. I'll playfully smack him and he'll smack me 10 times harder. I tell him, I said, stop fucking hitting me, and then I'll smack his arm and I'll say, how does that feel? And he'll smack mine even harder. He doesn't get the fact that I'm trying to teach him to, you cannot hit a fistula. Tomorrow's a new, hey, Mr. Perfect, or I'm perfect. I'm sorry you're feeling bad. Tomorrow's a new day. You always bounce back. Come back down south, Abby. Hannah, if only you lived by her, Hannah. He's a turd. He can't kick you out unless it's quarter. This is my house, Carlos. This ain't his. He's never been on the lease, honey. This is my apartment. I took him in, not the other way around. Oh, I know Carlos, she could stay with me, but I want to leave this apartment because it reminds me too much of him. I don't want to live here no more. It's still my apartment. That's why, but I want to give it to him as a way for, me to repay him for all the things he's bought for me over the years, because he'll never be able to get an apartment on his own because he's a goddamn felon and he has no renter's history and it's a drug felony. Apartments don't like that. Tell the cops he's being physically abusive, they'll lock up. No, I don't want to get him locked up because he has to go to work and pay for the shit right now. And even if he didn't, I don't want to call the cops on him. I hate cop calling, but he can't keep smacking my fistula, man. I'm going to have to ingrain it in his head that if he smacks me that hard on my fistula one more time, I'm going to have to call law. Hello, Abby. Hello, Carolyn. Does he black out when he takes his pins? Who? Anderson? Marcus doesn't take any pills. He just smokes. I've never seen him black out off of liquor and pot. Hello, Chris the fam. Hey, Chris. It doesn't legally. He can't force you to leave. You don't deserve this. Mom of 3. I know when I first got married, my actions caused my husband to hit me. He's not hitting me, guys. I don't want you guys to think. I told you guys what he was doing. Be single, Abby. Get to know. I don't want to be in a relationship. I just want to have a fuck buddy if I'm serious. I don't want no relationship. Men are trash. Most, if not all, men are garbage. And they've proven that time and time again. None of them these days. You know how hard it is to court men these days, folks? I don't want no relationship with any of these people. I mean, unless I find me a good-hearted, good man, they're all taken. There's none of those left, hardly. The only thing I'm interested in is fucking them and leaving. I don't want to ever give my heart to another man. And I either end up getting abused, like Anderson did me, and now Marcus is, I can't deal with it. I just want a baby. That's what all men are good for to me. A kid. But he's going to have to be in the kid's life. But honestly, I'm just to the point where I just want to fuck. And I just, I'll take some birth control, whatever. That's all men are good for. At this point, none of them are any good. They're so goddamn mean. They always turn out. Think about it. You ever like somebody and you talk to them hours on the phone every day? Where is that person now? They're probably nowhere to be found. So it's good to not love. That way you don't get hurt. It's good to just, get your physical kicks and whatever. Even though that's not what I believe in. That's why I don't do it. That's what I want to do, but it goes against my beliefs. It's not right. It's immoral. My mother taught me better than that. So I don't do it. So yes, I'll continue to wait for a very special man. But they say you meet your soulmate, and mine's dead. So, I like Carlos. Carlos can be my man. I don't care if he is ugly. I'm just kidding. He's my best. Carlos I love and adore. He sounds more phony than Stradler. He really does. Should leave his ass now. But, god damn it, guys. You fucking started typing. Thanks, guys. Carolyn, hey. Legally, he can't. Already. Stop typing. He sounds more phony than... Stop typing. Leave his ass now. Black babies are beautiful, too. Yes, black babies are beautiful, of course. Tell him the cops will believe a woman. He knows that, especially with his felonious ass. Everybody, Abby, can you go on to Diane Patchen's channel? Maybe she can bring you on for ladies' night. You're going to have to leave her channel name, how to spell it exactly, Mom of 3, in my comment section after the stream. He may be gay, but he still has male chromosomes. Exactly. I mean, he's not gay, he's bi, and I would say he leans more toward women than men, but still. Did you kill Milton yet? Scott Allen Miller? I don't know who you are. No, I don't want to talk about Melton. I don't want anything to do with Melton. He's stalking me and I'm sick of it. I don't go to his shit no more. And, I know that ain't that red-headed, ugly, fuck-nothing little ginger son of a bitch coming in here calling me chubby. Fuck out of here, Scott. You're just mad because you've always been rejected by me, honey. You can't ever pull a woman in my league. You know what I did for Scott? I pretended like I had an orgasm and sent it to him on a voice clip, and his stupid ass bought it. He's so pathetic. And Ken's right. This dude, like, switches women more than, like, and creeps women out and stalks them. So that probably is really him, that creepy bastard. Needs to be in a psych ward. He needs to be with his fat fucking wife, Ashley, paying for that goddamn mortgage and raising that ugly little kid of his. Because it's not cute at all. Benderson is an unworthy trustworthy. Yeah, he is. Tombstone, I agree. Sounds overweight. No, go look at my other shit, bud. Okay, I will leave. Well, fuck Hannah. Don't be so goddamn butthurt. I need to get to know you. It's not, I mean, I love and adore you. I've known you forever, but I don't know you at all. Like, me and you really need to get to know each other. Like, you need to be in my streams more. I need to be in your videos more. I don't just text people randomly. I just don't. I'm very reclusive. I'm antisocial. It's a disease, guys. It's not something I choose to be. It's not like I don't want to talk to Hannah. I do. I do want to make friends with her. You know, it just, for me, it's really hard to open up for me. If you want sex partners, I'm here. Alright, come on over if you're good looking. But I need you to show me your STD workup. We need to go get that. Anderson said he will buy you pizza. You just hungry cranky. Alright, Anderson. You've never bought me nothing. So sure, order up a Domino's pizza, buddy. 724 North 7th Street, Apartment 2, 83814. I like extra cheese, light. Do the $5.99 deal. Somebody order me a pizza. That'd be sweet. Fucking $5.99, because now I ain't got no money for food since he left me. Because I got to spend that $20 that I was going to get me a couple groceries with on gas so I can get to dialysis tomorrow. Because I don't have any gas. So yeah, if somebody's willing to order me a freaking $5.99 deal, like at the Domino's, I'd fucking greatly appreciate it. I really would at this point. And I told you guys, like, I never would come on here asking for anything unless times are really bad. And I'm telling you right now, times are really fucking bad for me. You are not small. Why do you lie about... Why is this... Somebody get this person out of here, please. I think Liz and Anderson will have a beautiful child if she's really pregnant. I'm very happy. I wish they would have waited, because having babies, is hard. But if they're pregnant, then that's a beautiful gift from God. And I can't wait to see their baby. And yes, I am small, honey. So sorry you're jealous. I feel insulted by... Damn, Hannah. Jesus Christ. I didn't say nothing to insult her. Bless her heart. See, I can't deal with all the sensitive, See, that's not... See how sensitive she gets? I can't... That's clashes with my headstrong personality. See, this is why I don't fuck with people. Not good match. Who dis nigga yapping? My name's The Abby Brooke. Anderson will beat Liz because, yeah, he probably will really be in over his head, but that was his life choice, so he laid his bed, and he's going to have to live in it. I'm happy they're having a baby. Anderson is a good guy. Good. And I hope she don't drink, and I hope she can lay off the weed, and I hope she can lay off the vape, and I hope she can lay off the benzos, so that it doesn't fucking miscarry. And I hope he can turn that whore into a housewife. My God. Man, that poor old boy's going to have so much to do with that girl. God bless my friend Anderson. But you know what? Karma's a bitch. And after all the years of abuse from him, it makes me so happy to know he's going to have a youngin' that he's responsible for, along with an unruly whore for a wife. He's going to be so goddamn miserable, and he ain't going to be able to afford no baby. That baby's going to scream and cry every second of the day, and he's going to have to hear that. And God, he hates stuff like that, and make a mess, and he hates a mess. It makes me happy to know that his fucking life's going to be a living hell now. That's hilarious. She talk about Liz. Is Liz pregnant? Yep, I guess the bitch is, from what I'm hearing. Single white female, you may be Abby. Big Liz is not smart. Yeah, I know she's not, honey. She's very dumb. But Anderson ain't smart no more either. He used to be. But he's taken too many psychotic drugs and drank too much and fried his brain over the years with weed because he smoked tons of it as his brain was developing, as he was growing up, before it was fully developed. That's why he looks like his eyes are kind of Down syndrome now. Like, he didn't used to have Down syndrome eyes, but he has Down syndrome eyes, and they're, like, really beady looking. They're not as, like, open and big and bright as they used to be because of the fact that he, like, looks like a tard all the time, and he kind of acts like it. Like, he's still real manipulative and smart, but, like, book smart. He's real slow on the uptake. Like, jokes, I noticed that you guys, I mean, they go way over his head. He's kind of stupid now. But it's, you know, I wish I could unsee that. She wasn't really giving him a BJ on film, but he's trashy enough to, her trashiness is kind of rubbing off on him. Dude, I'm so glad I never ever, like, gave him any sexual videos of me, dude. Ugh, the way he would want them was sickening. Threatening people because you're hungry. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm not hungry. I am hungry, but I'm not threatening nobody. Hell, I'm hamburger. It's Liz is a big fat dumb. Milton will be jealous that Anderson's had a kid before him. Yeah, well, Milton had the chance to be with a beautiful woman who could take care of both me and him and have a child. You know, he wants to be a faggot, transsexual, and, you know, suck people off and get jaw pain. That's God's way of saying, don't do that shit. Don't suck people off. That's when he started having that jaw pain. Fucking idiot. He needs to be out west or out east where he belongs, but he's so goddamn lazy. That old stupid thing ain't ever going to amount to nothing. I'm so glad, you know, that God helped me dodge a bullet with Milton John Carlos, Daddy Carlos, you know what I'm saying? I know he's envious. He's jealous of me and the fact that, well, I've had so much more life experience and lived better in my life than he could ever dream of living. But that's neither here nor there. People get jealous. Thank you. My accent is the best. Love is all you need. I hear Anderson may be in trouble. Yep, he's in trouble if he's pregnant. Milton probably ain't. No, Milton, you're right. He's a goddamn feminine tombstone. He don't make much sperm. He's probably making more estrogen than sperm. But you know what? I'm shocked with how feminine and all the drugs and all the how fat and bald and out of shape Anderson is, that he has any testosterone. Like, I thought for sure that dude had a low testosterone level because, you know, and I'm still convinced he does. I don't believe she's pregnant. There's just no way. Not that quick. But if I hope she is, because they're going to have a living fucking hell with that baby. It's going to be fucking funny as hell. He just ruined his life. Oh, he ruined his life with the girl he hasn't even, like, engaged or anything. Fuck. Somebody get me a pizza, please. Isn't the age of consent 16? Yeah, but that don't matter. You know, all he does is make fun of me and my dead husband. Do you know that his first love was like the same age difference as me and Paul, 33 years? And he was a kid. So, you know, he's just a pedophile because he's a victim of being well, I don't consider her a pedophile now, but that technically, if according to him, she's a ped. And that was... See how sickening he is? Kick him in the balls and spit in his face. Milton balls are empty. I don't want to talk about him, but ugh. feminists ruin men. Well, men ruin themselves by, becoming faggots and shit like that, and letting society brainwash them and not doing things like men should be doing, like, to keep their testosterone up, their natural testosterone, and they're lazy, they're fat, they want to sit around all day, get online. Hell, they won't even work. Nobody wants to even work. Men are just trash. And women are trash too, most of them, but men are really, I don't see women becoming dykes as much and wanting to be transgender. You see that shit in men. So women aren't as useless at this point in our society as men are in many ways, but they're getting there. Because a lot of women don't even know how to fucking cook. You need a man who knows how to dominate you. Exactly, that's what I need. I need a man that will dominate me and that I can be submissive to, and it's a give and take situation, No soulmate for you, my little Linda. I thought did your soulmate die too, honey? Your husband? I don't know. Carlos Anderson is gross the way he talks. Yeah, I know. He's retarded, kind of slow. That's why he talks like that. I don't think he should do YouTube, guys, because he used to make entertaining, funny stuff, and Carlos, you know what I'm talking about. He just doesn't need to be on here. He needs to stop airing out that whore that he wants to, that cheating whore who might have an STD from fucking a truck driver when she cheated and fingered herself and got off with him. And that whole thing she's telling him about, oh, you're the only person that's ever made me come, that's the biggest lie. That woman has come before with other men. Jesus Christ. And he said she had been with like 10 to 15 guys. That bitch has come. He's so stupid and gullible. Ugh. I'm ashamed right now to call him my best friend. But, ugh. The old boy and I have been through a lot, so I'll never desert him if he needs me, but he always deserts me when I need him. And you know what? He does. When he gets under pressure, he likes to run too. Hence why he wanted Liz out of his house, and he's gonna kick her out 100 times more. But that little old bitch don't need to cry wolf with hitting, because I know he would never hit the hoe. But like I say, trying to turn a whore into a housewife, especially one that's underage and now pregnant, when she's a goddamn drug addict, probably has weed in her right now, smoking and shit, even those jewels. That's gonna fucking, and then he drinks. God, that poor old youngin's gonna probably come out retarded. Milton told you he will just continue to waste his seed in the paper towels. I know. Well, he didn't have to do it. Me and Milton had a connection at one point. He could have fucked me and not wasted his seed like he wanted to at one point. And I would have just hit it and quit it. Or if he didn't want to be in a relationship. And hell, I could have been coming to him and, being his friend and chilling. But he didn't want none of that. He didn't want like a friends with benefit. Like, even though I'm way out of his league. My camera, there's something off about it. Because I look so much fucking better in real life, people. People tell that to me all the time when they see me at dialysis. They're like, you look a lot better in real life than you do on those videos. I'm like, I know. Quinny's right. She says, I just don't know why a man would choose to have no class whatsoever. You are correct. Abby, I adore you, but I disagree with you about Anderson. Well, Quinny, I go from loving Anderson as my best friend to thinking about his abuse and how his stupid life choices now that he's went and done something like this without even living with that poor girl for a year and making sure that that's what they both really wanted. Now they irresponsibly had a baby. They're bringing a child into this world which deserves to live when they are both two irresponsible babies themselves. Anderson has no life experience with anything. The baby's not going to have a grandfather on Anderson's side. And it's not going to have a fucking grandpappy and grandma on Liz's side because Liz hates her fucking family. The only fucking person that's is Anderson's mama. She'll be the grandma. That's the only, like, for family that kid's going to have. It's going to be sick. It's pitiful. And I guarantee you, Anderson and Liz are going to throw that baby off on the Anderson's mother every fucking chance they get. They're going to be in so over their head if that baby don't end up dying from her drug abuse, because I can tell she's one of those liberal turds that thinks, it's okay to smoke during pregnancy. She's just so stupid. God bless that child, but that was irresponsible to do at this point. And no, I'm not jealous. You ever think that's how he is on here and only on here? I don't know what you mean, Carlos. I'm too far behind. You are cocky all the time, Carlos, but you can also have an intelligent convo. Yes, he can. That man's very smart. Good night, Quinny. Linda vapes. Linda says, little Linda. I know my little Linda's probably still here. Vapes, antidepressants, benzos, anti-psych med, drinking. That baby does not stand a chance at being normal. And see, the thing is, those things don't, even if she stops right now, guess what? It's still in her system. Still in her system, as much as she's been doing this shit. Do you think, and she's fucking just got out of a fucking mental ward. Or no, she's in a mental ward. So, you know they're giving her shit that she shouldn't be on that's harmful to that baby. Because listen, your parents can't just put you in a mental ward, okay? Like Anderson's trying to tell you guys. That fucking, I'm not going to call her a bitch right now, but even that whore, she's a whore. Liz had to have done something that her parents told a doctor, and she admitted, and the doctor had to be the one to say, yes, she needs to be in here. Your parents can't put you in a fucking psych ward on their own accord. A doctor has to evaluate you and determine if whether or not you need to be there too. And so, yeah, that bitch did something to show a doctor she needs to be there. So, I hope she don't get out at all through the pregnancy. So that way, at least she won't be drinking, smoking, and arguing with Anderson and him having to deal with her and all her ups and downs and the nastiness with the pregnancy. That'll drive him crazy. Hell, he don't even have a car. He has to drive his mama's car, and they expect to have a child. Anderson's nasty. I'm about a major league doctor. Oh, God damn it, guys. Give me just a second. I'm almost caught up. I don't care what you are, rat dick. About your fake noodles. Stop. I don't care about you guys. What did I just say? Either be here for me. I don't like this country club shit. I don't normally mind it, but this is my stream. But we're starting to move on. I've been abused so much in my goddamn life that I'm so used to it at this point. But I'm about ready to break free and leave. I need some goddamn money. Don't even have enough money to fucking eat today now because that sorry ass son of a bitch left me here. Yes, it's still in her streams. I know it takes a long time to get out of your system. They don't know how long the damage will last. How long, you mean? That's what she mean. Sorry. Hold on, Linda, baby. Y'all quit typing for a minute. Yeah, that poor baby, she'll probably miscarry. No, actually, she might not. But that baby's going to end up being deformed. Let's pray for that baby that it's not deformed. And you know it's going to look hideous. I hope. I mean, I thought they might have a cute baby. But with Liz's drinking problems and all her drug abuse that Linda just typed out, and the fact that those things stay in you a long time, the fact she's being fed those things in a psych ward as we speak, and the fact that Anderson has abused marijuana and all his life, pills for the past few years, and became an borderline alcoholic. his fucking sperm was tainted as fuck, dude. Those kind of things affect testosterone quality. And that, the testosterone is what helps you make all them sperms in your ball sack, Anderson. And I bet he has the most unhealthiest sperms, for one. And then she's young and got a healthy body, thank God. But she smokes. And that baby, oh my God. I mean, nicotine takes a long time to get out of his lungs and systems too. And that poor baby, based on those two things alone, the fact that it's growing in her stomach right now by a man who's so drugged up and abusive and has been drugged up and a drug abuser for many years, fucking nutted up in her with his low quality sperm, and then her fucking low quality eggs due to the fact that she's fucking abused her body. And she's fucked a lot of men, and I doubt she's had a fucking STD test since she cheated on Anderson. For all he knows, they could have HPV or herpes or something that, you know, you can get, but or it doesn't fucking show up for sometimes years at a time. You know, they very irresponsibly had a baby, and that baby is going to be probably fucking deformed. I know it's going to affect its looks, having all them drugs, even if she doesn't take nothing again, having all the drugs that she has, and all the sperm, all the nasty shit that was in his low quality ass sperm. That's why he's so fucking feminine and submissive now, when he used to be domineering. Like, it's because he doesn't make testosterone as much as he should. That's a feminine trait, dude. It's probably why he went fucking bald too. Those are signs of being unhealthy. He thinks he's healthy, he's not. But, you know, that poor old baby's, right now, that baby is developing in a whore's womb who possibly has an STD she doesn't know about, and that she might pass on to the child. And it's developing as all of these nasty drugs are slowly coming out of her body. So you know it's affecting the fetus. Because right now it's not a baby. It's a baby, but, you know, a little fetus. And that just disgusts me. That's going to make it ugly. It's going to make it, hopefully it won't be ugly. That kid's going to be ugly. Because I guarantee you that chick ain't going to be able to be sober throughout her pregnancy unless she's in a prison. She needs to be in jail, not a psych ward. So that way she don't get any drugs. But anyway, yo, Linda, don't you have a wrench? I got some wrenches in here. Let's start using them, folks. Somebody telling me I have AIDS? What the fuck? This baby is going to get herpes through that Birkenau. She does have herpes. She does have herpes, doesn't she? I heard her say that, doesn't she? Nomad? That girl does have herpes. Ooh, that's sickening. That means Anna Anderson's got genital herpes. And yes, that can be passed to a baby. But you know she ain't going to be able to get no C-section because her big old fucking pussy has been with so many men. And it'll dilate. And she'll end up having her baby vaginally. Because, you know, she's got a big old pussy. Anyway. I'm sorry, but I know that's the truth. Because, the proof is in the pudding. It's an old wives' tale type of thing, but it happens. I've seen it. It's just too true. Women that go with a bunch of men like that, then I'm so sad for my best friend Anderson. And this is our relationship. One minute we hate each other, and the next I like him, but I'm so disappointed in him for knocking her up. Not because I'm jealous, not because I want to be with him, because if I wanted to be with Anderson in a romantic way, I could have done so when he begged me to 2 years ago, and I said, no, I'm in love with John. And I'm so glad that God helped me dodge a bullet with John. Thank God I didn't go with that crazy thing. I don't want nothing to do with him, dude. Anyway, but with Anderson, as hard as it is to raise a baby, Linda, you know. Who are you, WW Fierce Gamer? Are you new? Well, I gave wrenches. I thought I gave you one. Unless I gave a fake. Fuck. I'll have to fix that. Give me just a second, okay? I'll be right back. Stay with me, Linda. Don't leave me. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. Abs to head, none other. I had to answer a text message from my friend who might be able to have I need a spare room and a bathroom, and I need to get out of here today. I don't want to be here today. When Marcus comes home, I don't even want to be here. If I don't even want to be here, I'm gonna take my PlayStation too. I know it's his but it's mine. I bought that. Fuck him. Fuck him. I bought that. He didn't buy that. I bought that long before I ever met him. I told him he could have it, but I changed my mind because of the fact that I pawned one of his Xboxes one time so I could pay for the internet. And because because we had to pawn his Xbox to pay for our internet in a place we both live, even though it's my apartment only legally, I had to tell him he could have my PS4. Fuck no. He's lucky that I'm giving him this apartment and gonna beg my landlord to let him live here, because, like I say, that's my gift, because he'll never be able to get a goddamn apartment in this city or anywhere with a felon, a drug felony. They hate that. At that, on his record, and no renter's history. Nobody's gonna rent to him. So that's why it's important for him to get this apartment. And because I don't want to be here anymore. It's too lonely here without him. And when he treats me like the shitty way he's treating me at this point, I gotta leave. Guys, I gotta leave. I need some fucking help. I told you guys that if I need help. Like, hey, Linda, are you still here? Noodles told me one time that if I ever needed money or anything, I could come to him. I explained to him last night kind of a little bit about my situation, and he didn't offer to give me anything. Do you think that could you maybe talk to him and ask him if he'd be willing to, like, PayPal me some money? Or tell him to watch this fucking stream? Because, like, he's rich, and he did tell me, if you ever need anything, let me know, and I'll help you. And I need help. Like, you guys, I told you, I've done this. I told you, I would never fucking come on here asking for help unless I really needed it. And I'm in an abusive relationship right now. Toxic. I gotta get out of this house. This man has sat and watched me dwindle into nothing. I'm depressed and he does nothing. I had a throbbing headache yesterday. Throbbing. Didn't know if I'd be able to make it to the doctor. And I begged Marcus. I said, I was crying in agony. And I said, will you please, for not even 5 minutes, I'll set a timer for 3. Will you please massage my neck at the places it hurts? He looked at me and said, fuck, and got up close behind me, massaged me for 2 seconds, acted like I asked him to push a boulder off a roof onto his toe. He treats me so goddamn bad. I can't even. He acted like it was, for lack of a metaphor, I'm too fucking hurt right now to think about witty metaphors. For lack of a better word, I'm just so fucking upset. And my mind races. Noodles, I need help financially. You told me to come to you, that you're rich, that you have money. I'm fucking gonna be homeless by the end of the night because I'm leaving. Before I don't want to get abused. Would you be willing to PayPal me some money? Anything would be would help me. I just need some gas for my car, but otherwise I'm not gonna be able to eat today. And I'm still waiting because if my friend does have a place for me to stay, I need to be able to get to them. So I don't know if you're willing to help me with some money or not, but if you are, then let me know privately. Because, I mean, and I'm only asking because you said if I ever needed anything to let you know. And Brother Noodles, I have been praying. Honey. And I feel like God wants me to get out of this situation today. I don't deserve to have my fistula, my lifeline smacked real hard to the point where I feel like it's, might be damaged. Imagine if he were to damage that, guys. Imagine. I mean, he would end up, it's horrible. No, Noodles, honey, I can't make it to, I can't do that. I'm asking you to PayPal me some money so that I can get out of here. Are you willing to do that or not? I'm being serious, Noodles. I'm being fucking abused. I'm being smacked. I'm being screamed at every day. I'm being belittled. I'm being put down. I mean, I need help. And I don't have anybody else to go to. All of my family's in North Carolina, and I have my dialysis here. I have my insurance here. I have my life here. So I have friends, hopefully, that are going to be willing to let me stay with them, but I need some fucking help. If not, then fucking order me something to eat so that I can at least fucking, put gas in my car and not have to starve all day. Remember how I told you I have 2 bank cards, 2 different banks? I lost my bank debit card. Now I can't, that was my food money card. And all of it's in Marcus's that one's not in Marcus's name, but my main account is in Marcus's name. I need to fix that. God, sucks. I'm hungry. I'm broke almost. You guys, if you say you care about me, then fucking help me. Because I told you all, I don't fucking ask for anything unless it's really, really bad. I didn't want to come on here and make this video because I just can't stand the abuse no more. Anderson Henderson has abused me so much, and then now Marcus, and I can't take it. Milton John, I can't take this. So, Noodles, are you willing to help me or not, hun? Yes, Marcus is abused. You just say yes or no, Noodles. That's all I need. No hard feelings if you can't. Well, no, because what the hell difference does it make? I have such bad anxiety, Linda. It's so hard for me to text and talk on the phone because my hands shake like this. This is what my hands do this. I break out in cold sweats. I get scared to death to talk to people, even my good friends on the phone. It's so hard, and I can text, but even that makes me anxious. Because I always wonder if one of my friends, and especially somebody as important to me as you or Noodles or Carrie, what if I text something and you misconstrue it as an insult or something? See, that's what anxiety is. All I fucking know is I was having a peaceful sleep. And I woke up this morning, Noodles, and I was smacked out of my sleep. Marcus had cover, this thick-ass cover over him, and my little hand was against him, and I was asleep, and it happened, I guess it was lightly grazing his ass, and he thought I was trying to touch his ass, and he goes like this, he goes, get off of me, get off of me, like that, and I'm just, that's how I woke up this morning, dude, and I mean... And when he comes home at night, and I try to I say, will you make 30 minutes, 15 minutes before you go to bed to maybe talk to me? I like to tell you about my day. Never ask how my day is, even though I treat him like a fucking king. He's like, you don't treat me like no king. I always remind him how special he is, how beautiful, how much I love him. I tell him these things multiple times a day. I always build him up. And he will never ask. I can't remember the last time he asked me how my fucking day was. I mean, all he does is fucking smoke pot and work, and I mean, today's his day off, and I said, please don't leave. I'm sorry. I said, you don't treat me well. Please. I want to spend time with you. I haven't got to see you all week. I wanted us to go do our laundry together because I ain't got no fucking clean clothes. And he said, no, I'm just a piece of shit and you do no wrong. And I said, I didn't call you a piece of shit. I just wanted you to treat me better. You smacked me this morning. You hurt me when you smacked me awake. When you thought I was touching you, you know I would never touch you like that in a sexual way ever. I just wanted to spend time. He's my best friend. He's all I got up here. And I said, can I have some money for this test I have to order for my doctor that I have to pay for? And I paid it. All he cares about is fucking money. That's all anybody seems to care about. I'm giving my last dollar, dude, to homeless people. And I thought, well, I've never done it because I expected anything in return. But guys, I need help. And if you're fucking willing to help me, let me know. Even if it's like, if it's not money, I mean, even if you're willing to order me something to eat, I'd appreciate it. Because dialysis people have to eat, and it takes a lot out of me to have dialysis. So, and if he doesn't come back, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'm really fucking hungry, and I can't drive because I got 20 that he gave me for food, but I gotta put it in the car, or else the car is not gonna make it to dialysis. And I told you, I don't have any dishes. I don't have any way of cooking anything. I sometimes just laid here and rotted in depression all summer long. I hate summer. I love being alive, and I feel guilty for saying that, but I hate this heat. And I'm sat in this apartment, and I have sweltered all summer long. And I'm sitting here being woken up, being hit, being screamed at every goddamn day, man. And a couple people that are like, yeah, Abby, I'm ride or die. Yeah, where are you now? People like Anderson. Oh, yeah, no. This is what I mean, Noodles, when I said I never wanted you to get close to that son of a bitch, because he don't care about nobody but himself. All I did was leave a comment asking him to maybe call me today. And I never talk to him once in a blue moon. You think he's going to do that? No. All he gives a fuck about is wallowing in his self-pity over Liz. He won't put his own pride aside in his sadness and help his fucking friend who was there for him for 10 years and put up with his evil abuse. And I don't know how anybody like Noodles or Linda or anybody that I love that claims to love me could befriend somebody like Anderson Henderson when I've told you, if you knew half of the stuff he's done to me, and I've told you a lot about it in previous streams, Noodles, you know. I don't know how you can look at yourself in the mirror knowing you befriend a monster like that. And all he did was put that little Carrie Bridges down. That's all he does. He still continues to talk shit about her. And he needs to keep her fucking name out of his fucking dated, ugly fucking mouth. Fucking thing. Ain't even got no top lip. Talking about people's looks all the time. Look at him and how this is why God took away his hair and his looks. He's a fucking ugly. And I'm glad that son of a bitch is having a baby. Because he's going to have the most miserable life of all with it and Liz. And it's going to be too late by the time he notices it. Because he fucking dug his grave when he did that. Now, I pray for that baby that they be the best of parents they can be. But that was the most idiotic, selfish, horrible decision to bring a child into this world, and one, Anderson can't afford a kid and a wife. I'm going to tell you that right now. He draws disability. Okay? And her family ain't going to pay for nothing. She ain't going to work or do nothing. She's going to need to be at home with that baby. And babies cost so much money. And I told Anderson he needs to fucking wait a year and live with her before they even start trying. And I mean, that poor baby. My God, I hope he makes his mother he's going to have to make his mama, Anderson is, the godmother of that child, because he doesn't have a daddy. His dad's dead. And then Liz has no parents, and Liz's dad, Anderson, is so stupid by by fussing at Liz's father instead of trying to make amends to him and saying, "Sir, I love your daughter," you know. He's so goddamn immature. And then that baby's developing in a whore's fetus with a ton of drugs in it still. A drug fetus is that poor little baby's developing in right now. All the shit that's still in her bloodstream is going to that child until it, you know, the half-life of it's over and it's gone. Or not half-life, because, I mean, you know, half-life of many drugs that bitch takes is probably a couple hours, but it stays in your system for weeks. Linda and I were talking about that earlier, Noodles. I mean, I feel so bad. And I'm sitting over here getting fucking abused. I swear my whole life I've been abused. I was abused in foster care. I'm abused now. I can't go home because I don't have the means, and even if I did, I can't go home. I don't want to mooch off my parents. My father's he can't even remember what he's doing one minute to the next. You know what he'd probably try to steal my pills from me, thinking it's one of his. My dad's a freaking pothead too, and he smokes my dad's not a pothead. He smokes like a freight train, cigarettes, I mean. I can't stand the smell of cigarettes. That's horrible for kidney people. And that whole house, you know, there's not a single room in there. I begged my parents. I said, please don't smoke in my bedroom. And they fucking did it. I said, please keep my bedroom door closed. So that way, if I ever do want to come back, I actually have a smoke-free place to come back to. And I asked them to put towels and stuff. Do you think they did that? No. I don't have any money, Botter. I've said that, honey. I'm going to starve today because I have to put gas in the car to be able to go get this test from my doctor. So unless one of you guys are kind enough to help me out with ordering it, I'm not going to be able to eat today. Or tomorrow. If Marcus don't come home, I don't know what I'm going to do. So, if nobody's willing to PayPal me anything, I mean, can you at least fucking order me a pizza? My God. My fucking address is this. Somebody fucking help me out, please. I'm begging you guys. I told you, I didn't want to come and make this goddamn... I mean, Anderson Henderson should be in here right now. Somebody needs to text him up and say, listen, man, you need to help your friend who was there for you 10 years and fucking order her a pizza, dude. This is fucked up. I mean, you guys, I've seen some of you guys in here right now donate to Bergs. I've donated hundreds of dollars to Bergs. But you guys, I try to help anybody in need, even if they are an asshole. So, and I mean, I can't believe karma's not coming back to me on that end, at least. Hell, as much as I've given, I thought at least one I'd be able to, you know. I mean, you guys are over there giving him money for beer. You won't give me a freaking, when I'm sitting here, telling you, personal things, and these are, that I consider you guys my friends, I care for you, and not one of you will help me. When I told you that I would never, ever, ever come on this website and ask you to help me unless it was a dire situation. That really hurts me, guys. Man. Hell, fucking Domino's has a $5.99 deal where you can get a pizza with some, I like extra cheese and pepperoni and light. I don't like a lot of red sauce or marinara sauce, so I usually get light, not white, light with an L sauce on the pizza. But I'd be happy with anything, and I like their chicken Alfredo without the chicken in it. And something to drink. Something ice cold to drink would be nice. See, I want to take my medications, but I can't because I'll vomit because I ain't got nothing to eat, and I'm starting to feel like my blood pressure's getting real high. But I got to take that one with my main one with food, and I ain't got no food. I don't even have nothing to drink. Thanks, guys. Thanks for helping me out when I need you. Here's my address, because I'm about to cry since none of y'all care enough to care. I'm scared to talk in private. I'm too much of a recluse. I'm too depressed. I'm afraid that, I just need help. So here's my address if anybody is willing to call up Coeur d'Alene Domino's and order me a freaking pizza and pay for the tip too and get me a drink. Get the $5.99 deal. Or that's only online. So if you go online and do it, you can, I don't fucking know. But if anybody's willing to help me, I'm just going to give you my address here, and then I'm fucking done. I'm going to cut myself. I haven't cut myself since I was 21. 21's the last time I cut my arm. And this right, fuck it. When you're in this much emotional pain, to cause yourself physical pain actually feels good. Do you understand? It takes your mind off the fact you're hungry and nobody will help you. It takes the mind off the fact that you have no one and the one person you have is abusive. It takes your mind off the fact that, you live in a place where you just want to run away. I'd rather live in my car. I don't want to cry anymore because I sound so ugly when I cry, when I get that emotional, but here's my address, 724 North 7th Street. God damn it. Somebody please help me. Or Western Union me some money, something. 724 North 7th Street. Because I don't know if I remember the details of my PayPal, so if anybody's willing to help me, I might have to just Western Union it. 724 North 7th Street, apartment 2, COEURDALENE 83814. So there's my address. Here's my name, my full name. Oh wait, I have an expired ID, so you can't Western Union nothing. That sucks. So I'd have to figure out my PayPal if anybody's willing to help me, but if not, can you at least order me a freaking pizza and a pasta and as much food as you're willing to order, because I'm not going to have food for a few days, but even just a pizza would be nice and something to drink, maybe a cup of ranch. But they ask if they let you, some Domino's will let you, I might can call one of a pastor or something that my mama knows. There's this pastor that's a good friend of my mom's named Mike Stone. He's a multi-millionaire. He might be able to help me, but my God, I don't even know if he's in the office today. And I really shouldn't have to depend on him for as much as you guys claim to love me, and as you guys should be willing to help me, and it hurts me that you won't. So I'm going to read your comments now, friends. Yeah, exactly, Linda. She says, treat them like trash, right? Right. What noodles? It shows me that you don't give a fuck about me. I'll close as a channel. I'll lose every fucking video. I don't give a fuck. Looking at videos of Paul are just bad memories anyway. Plus my friend Rubber Wilbur has all his saved anyway. And I'm just going to leave. I'm done. Fuck Anderson Henderson. Fuck these guys that are in here treating me like, you know what, guys? As many of you that are in this room right now that I have helped privately, don't you ever come back in here. If I have ever given you money and you are not willing to help me right now, I don't want to, I'm done. I don't want, that's not true friendship. That's fucked up. Because I care for you guys a lot. And for you guys to spit in my face after I'm already being abused up here, not knowing where my next meal's going to come from. I don't need the added stress of people that I care about, that I've helped. And if I needed anything, not just Noodles, but there's been multiple people that are in here right now. And not a single one of them wants to help me. And they're cussing me and saying, what the fuck? You know what? I just want to be fucking dead. I just want to slice up my wrists and or my arm. I'm not going to kill myself, but I gotta cut my arm, and I haven't cut my fucking arms in so many times. But this fucking pain, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I don't want to, I think at this point, Linda, if you're still here, I'm just going to call in palliative care. I'm done. I am so done. I think I want to get as much fluid off of me as I can. Because if things don't go well the next few days and I find me a place to stay or end up in my car, I'm just going to say, you know what? I don't have the money. I'm abused. I don't have any friends. I don't have any friends willing to help me. And I don't think this is what's the point of living anymore. I think that I just want to I got all my fluid off. I won't drink nothing, and hopefully the toxins will take me before the fluid. That way I won't have a heart attack, and they'll keep me comfortable, and I can just pass. And I hope God will forgive me and not treat it as a suicide, because technically I'm supposed to be dead because kidneys fail, people don't live. I'm in so much fucking pain. I mean, why would I don't mean to sit and wallow in self-pity, because I usually try my best to look on the positive side, but goddamn, man. From abusive foster home after abusive foster home, to seeing my husband die, to being abused by any friend I've ever had that I got close to, other than my husband Paul. I mean, I was abused so bad in foster care too, man. I never talk about this. I never told this stuff to anyone, but I mean, the way them people would tell me I'd never amount to nothing, and whenever all I was doing was trying to go to school and be normal, they wouldn't even let me eat at the dinner table. They'd have steak, and they'd feed me ramen noodles. I mean, that type of stuff still to have a child with, and God told me that was meant for me. I mean, I'm fuck life now, dude. And the fact that my kidneys are failed shows me that I'm supposed to be dead. So what the fuck am I prolonging this for? Why? Because not a goddamn soul cares about me, and you guys proved it. I don't know what you're saying in the chat, but I don't know what's going on. But I'm getting ready to try to read it, but hell, you won't even stop typing long enough for me to scroll up to where I left off, because every time I read and I let go, it goes right back down to the bottom. So if you want me to read your messages, I need you to stop fucking typing. Don't type anything right. Just text me, guys. Or call. Fuck. I don't like talking on the phone, but I guess I love you guys, but I guess I'll answer if you even care to do it. I don't know what the PayPal is. What do you mean, what is my PayPal? Then someone may PayPal you. I don't know it, Linda. I have to look it up. Carrie knows it. I wish she was here. Ask Carrie. If someone is abusing you, please let the police. No, I can't, because he's not physically abusing me. He just smacks like at my arm to get away from him when I try to hug him or stuff like that. It hurts sometimes. He does it too hard, but it's not technically physical abuse. It's emotional and mental. Abby, I will PayPal a little bit so you can eat what you want. Alright, guys, give me a moment to try to get the PayPal. That's so sweet. Look at her. I didn't see all these. Where's Linda? Hold on, I'm going to try to get my PayPal because I need help. Literally anything will help me right now. I think Marcus has left, and if he hasn't, you know what? I can't stay here tonight. I can't. I have to go stay in the car. If one of my friends don't have a room. Alright, give me a minute. I'm going to look up my PayPal. You guys will still be able to talk amongst yourself in here, I think. But it's going to buffer because I'm not going to end this stream. I'm going to pause it, and I'll be right back. Because I want to get my PayPal. Thank you guys so much. Jesus, I'm going to cry. I'll be back. Hold on, okay? Hold on. Guys, so I was able to log into the... No, oh my fucking God. I'm perfect. I wasn't reading the chat when I was crying. Put two and two together, darling. I need help, guys. I need help. Listen to me. I was able to log into my PayPal, but what information does someone need in order for them to send you money? Do you need my email address that it's a link to? Or, because, I don't know. What do I need to give them? Can you guys hear me or not? Hello? Press 18 if you can hear me. Come on, guys, don't do this to me. Please talk. Can you hear me? What does somebody need? Profile pic on PayPal for them to give you money on PayPal. I was able to log into it, but people are asking me what my PayPal is. How do I know what information to give them? I don't know what information. Do I give them the address? That's the email address it's associated with, or I just did it. Oh my God. Well, can somebody help me look that up, please? I need to take these medications and I need to get some food in me so I don't vomit them up. And I don't have any money for anything. And my friend's offering to get me something, and I need the money like now, and I don't know what to give anybody. Is Noodles gone? Did Noodles literally abandon me in this chat right now? Are you fucking serious? Where is Noodles? Can somebody help me and look that up? Don't any of you have PayPal? Guys, come on. As many of you in here as I've helped. Swear to God, I told you guys I would never ask you for anything unless it wasn't a fucking dire situation. I don't know what to give somebody when they say, what is your PayPal? I don't know what information they need. And I'm trying to look it up on PayPal myself. I don't want to. Profile pic, you're pissing me off. Let me ask you something, dear. If you were on dialysis 3 times a week, how the fuck am I supposed to get my... I don't know if Noodles is serious about that. And if he is, he's going to have to pay for everything because I'm broke. And I have I need a car to drive. I can't drive my car up to New York. I'd have to get on a plane, and then how am I going to get to and from dialysis if I set it up there? That takes a lot of money, and I wouldn't ask Brother Noodles to finance something like that. I'm just in an abusive situation right now that I want to get out of today, and I'd like to start trying to do that, even if it means going to the hospital and being like, look, I don't feel safe. I do feel safe, but I'm being abused. Like, where can I go tonight? You know? You only have a certain amount, like these fucking shelters and stuff for women, they close at a certain time. And if that's the case, I'm going to be sleeping in my hot-ass car tonight. Because I can't afford to run the air conditioner because I only got $20 of gas I could put in. Ain't this sad? I never thought in a million years I'd be asking anybody for fucking money on YouTube. But I have genuine people here that love me and care about me, and I'm sorry if I upset anybody by saying you didn't. But I don't know. I'm really not in a good place right now. So you guys are gonna have to cut me some slack. You're gonna have to cut me some slack, okay? Fucking Marcus, how could you do this shit to me? He's got the rent money too. Gotta get out of here. I don't want to live in this apartment anymore anyway. And the thing is, it ain't just my fucking mess. This is years of his mess too. Oh, but because he works, he shouldn't have to ever clean up after himself. Expects me to do it all, and I happily would if I had the energy and could. Or maybe if he didn't make me feel like I was scum of the earth, I'd be more motivated to help him by cleaning more for him. What woman wants to clean for a man that puts her down all the time? I don't want to live with Noodles. I would never impose on him like that. And I'm too established here. Nobody gonna talk? 21 of you? Guys, don't do this shit to me. Can you hear me or not? Please press 18 if you can hear me. Type a number. Can you hear me? I'm gonna stop talking. I'm being ignored. 22 people in here lurking because they're pieces of shit. I don't know. Thank you, Botter. Will you text Noodles and let him know, like, I'm sorry for whatever I did to him? I don't know what he's doing or why he's upset with me, but I'm so sorry for whatever I said to him. I'm trying to get my... Hey, Botter, do you know if somebody's willing to send you PayPal, but they say, what's your PayPal? How do I find that fucking information? I wish Carrie was here in Reckington. They would know. I'll be right back. I don't know how to phrase the question even. I'm this upset. What information do I need from PayPal to give them? Like, when someone says, what's your PayPal, what do I give them? What information are they looking for from PayPal? That's what I'm trying to find out right now. And there's 20 people in here. I got PayPal, oldies but goodies. No, I need it transferred into my bank. It's set up through my bank account. Let Linda know whenever Linda comes back in, Botter. Please stay. Somebody I trust. I don't know where everybody's at. Profile pic is cool. I wasn't trying to be rude to you, honey. If Linda comes back, let her know. Please don't leave again. Like, I'll be back in a minute. I'm not closing the stream. I will be back. I'm trying to figure out what information I need to give somebody in order for them to send me PayPal. Alright, sorry, I'm here. Drama Cells, I told you guys in advance that I'd be buffering for a few minutes. I left and texted someone. I texted Noodles. He fucking abandoned my goddamn live stream. I think he got really upset for me asking him for money when he told me that he could. When that guy just went and bragged about spending hundreds of dollars on top shelf alcohol, when I love Noodles a lot as my friend, I tried to call him, even though I have such bad, severe social anxiety. It took everything in me to be able to call him just now. He did not answer the phone. He's not working, because he was just in my goddamn live stream. He left. And, I don't know, I guess you only need somebody's email address to get PayPal? Because I sent him a few screenshots. I asked him for Linda's number again, because she said she would help me. My blood sugar, I feel like, is very fucking low, because I'm really getting tired. I need to take my medicine. I can't take the medications whenever I don't have any food. And he's like, oh, go to a soup kitchen. I'm not going to no soup kitchen because there isn't one around here that's serving anything right now. Plus, I don't want to get COVID. He told me to go to a freaking food pantry. Guess what? My nearest one is way up on Atlas. And they let you get a box of food 3 times a year. And I'm not getting another one till Christmas because I've already got my 2 for the year. And the rest of it is expired fruits and vegetables and stuff that you can go in there and get early in the morning on a daily basis. But guess what? It's all shit you have to cook. And I don't have a dish to cook with. So, food pantry's out. And then, I can't believe, and then little Linda offered to send me something. And then she said, somebody told me she had to go eat. I don't know if she's coming back or not, but if she comes back, my email address is absolutely Abby, A-B-B-Y, Brooke, B-R-O-O-K-E, @gmail.com. Because whenever, I went on my PayPal, I logged in, and I pretended like I was trying to send some money to somebody to see what information they needed, and it just asked for a email address. I don't know if it asked for more than that, but if it does, my name is Abby Watkins Chiptoff, my birthday, all that shit. Everybody does. So, dude, you don't understand. Get the fuck out of here, truth teller. You're a douchebag that knows nothing. You obviously haven't been watching my channel very long, because I'm very close to my audience. These people are people I care about. Half of these people that are in here I've helped, and I would never tell who, and I never wanted to thank you. I told my audience from the day one that if I ever asked for anything, it was a dire situation. I suggest you go back and watch this fucking stream, and so you might understand what's going on. Other than that, dude, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, then please keep it to yourself, because I'm sick of being abused and I'm sick of arguing. When people I care about ignore me blatantly, Noodles, you're on the phone with who? Who the hell's Michael? Is that, I don't know if that's a friend or if that's a work colleague. I didn't get any. Okay, so should I call you right now, Noodles? I mean, can you and I talk? I mean, was that conversation that important to you that you had to abandon me for it right now? I feel like I'm going to pass out. My goddamn blood sugar so low. I just want something to eat. And yes, I'm getting fucking mad because I have medications now that I've had to skip a dose of because I can't even get any fucking food. I fucking hate being hungry. I eat once a day as it is, and this is the time of day I'm supposed to eat. I don't, and my hangry is kicking in. Along with all my sadness of pain, there's such a thing as being called hungry and angry. It's hangry. I'm hangry. And I can't believe people in my fucking chat give people like Birds, who I've also donated to many times, money, but the one time somebody that actually physically really can't work, since I have end-stage renal failure and I try to work and do shit anyway, somebody that does try to make their own way, who really needs to be on disability full time, and I'm not. I mean, I told you guys, my audience knows I would never sit here and ask for anything and make myself look so pitifully desperate if I wasn't. Okay? I can't help that I'm in an abusive situation I can't get out of right now. Look, Noodles left again. Noodles, should I call you right now? Did my shit freeze? I'll be right back. Alright. I'm so beyond disappointed in Noodles and David. This guy, I can't believe. I really love Noodles. See, this is why Noodles, and this is why people, that I don't fucking talk to people or get real close to them. This is why I'm so antisocial. Because as the little bit that I've got to know of Noodles here on YouTube is where I've primarily corresponded with him. And I kept it that way for a reason. For reasons just like this. Because he's just like Anderson. He's a rude asshole. He's a troll. This guy trolled me so much before he actually had a conversation with me on the phone. And then he, I mean, fucking Noodles, dude. He even fucking, told me, oh, I said this about you in Berg's room the other night. Now I'm so sorry. So, people, if I call you, and I don't give a fuck what this sounds like, if I let you into my life, if I text you, it is a privilege. It is a privilege because I am the most loyal bitch that you'll ever fucking meet. If I become your friend, I am a loyal ride or die friend. Anderson is loyal too, but he doesn't have the type of loyalty I do. You saw how he threw me away as soon as I got kidney failure. You saw how Natalie threw him away, and then he threw her away, and then she threw him away. And you see how he threw Liz away already, and as soon as she gets old and shit, she'll get sick, he'll throw her away too. So, you can think, so I watched Noodles, because he really infiltrated our community, and I thought, well, he's such an upstanding young man, very sweet, conducts himself very well, and I can't believe, don't ever go to this guy. This guy has spent so much money on so many different things that is gluttonous and against the Bible, and he's telling me the reason he won't give me a little bit of money through a PayPal is because he only donates to some kind of Mormon church or Mormon people or some kind of Mormon charity or something. Dude, the Bible says to help the poor and the downtrodden. That's so fucked up. The Bible says, Jesus says, if you can help someone and you have the means to do so, you need to do that. Doesn't matter who they are. If they ask you for help and you've got the means to do it, he encourages everyone, David, not just the Jews, not just the Gentiles, not whatever that fucked up Mormon shit's teaching you, but the real Bible that I know that you know just as well as I do, the Holy Bible, whichever Bible, you can pick King James, the NIV version, whatever. They all say Jesus, one of the main things he talked about is giving to those in need if they ask you to and you have the means. Now, sir, you smoke like a goddamn freight train, and that costs a ton of money. That's not of God, because the body says, and I know your religion believes this, to keep the body holy unto a temple like it's a God, unto a temple of God, to keep your body pure, to not be a drunkard, to not smoke cigarettes. Hey, I'm going to start a new stream. I'm fucking done with noodles. Go back over to Anderson Henderson, because I always wondered if you were a sick, evil son of a bitch due to the fact that you would fucking take somebody like Anderson Henderson's side even after I personally told you on film and in private some of the worst things that man has done to abuse me. And you still associated with him, and your disgusting, sorry fucking ass even let him pretend to get a blowjob on film, on your stream. And you think that's of God? The eye is the window to the soul, the lamp to the soul. Don't put anything like that before it. And I know you watch porn probably too, don't you, Noodles? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if he does that. I'm not going to make any accusations, but I will shoot it straight with Noodles. Noodles is not your friend. All he did was come over here and pretend to be our friends. He infiltrated my community. He infiltrated a couple other communities and kissed ass until poor old gullible people like me took his sorry fucking ass seriously and fucking thought that he was a genuine friend. And, anything you need, I'll help you. Man, fuck you. You don't help nobody, and you ain't a true fucking Christian if you don't follow the God's word. Not just your little Mormon Bible that you're little studying, dumbass. I'm talking about the Holy Bible, okay? You're supposed to help those in need. You're not supposed to just donate to the church. So don't ever tell another soul on this website that you're going to be there for them anything they need. You need to put that disclaimer in front of it that, I'm rich, but if you ever need any money and you're down on your fucking luck, don't come to me because I only donate to Mormon church. That's what he displayed. I'm going to show these. I have to read this text to you guys. I can't believe what Noodle said to me. And then I guess his fucking dated ass went and couldn't wait 5 minutes for me to fucking respond. I kept pausing my goddamn stream for this idiot. And what does this dumb ass do? He goes and jumps in the shower. And he's still in there, even though I don't know what he's got to wash other than his fat, roly-poly body and his fucking bald-ass head. Noodles, honey, I'm sorry. I've always been nice to you because I loved you as my friend. But, Noodles, you are the ugliest man in the group. I'm sorry, but Melton John looks 100 times better than you. And he's ugly. So, I mean, you're not attractive. No woman thinks you're attractive. I'm going to fucking get on another stream because I'm done. Come on over, guys, to the next stream, all 14 of you.